Hello everybody. I'm going to do my craft room Halloween tour this afternoon. This is down at the bottom of the steps. That's the booth that John made years ago. And this is the gate decorated. Have the broom leaning up. Those wonderful printer's drawers and some other cute Halloween pieces. And there's the applique big pumpkin print that we've had for years. Yes, the Wicked Witch does live here. And this cute sign, the Great Haunted Moon and Stars Show. It is so cute. And right here is the Black Cat sign. And we'll do the bathroom real quick. This is a very small bathroom, so it will take just a couple minutes. Hanging on the door is this super cute witch we've had for years. She came from a yard sale. And the pumpkin lady angel back there, she came from a yard sale. Back there are some more hand-painted pieces by artists on eBay. The one with the Scotty at the top and a moon, that's the same lady that painted the haunted mirror sign in the living room. And then, of course, this beautiful cat, that's by Shirley, the artist that paints all the wonderful cats. Don't have much up here, just a little pumpkin and, of course, our sand pail collection. And cute little signs, cute little towels. And those are some hearts and little pillows that I made out of vintage quilt and vintage coverlet. And I did those two little plaques. And I love this one. A Night of Magic, Mischief and Mayhem Under the Moon, Halloween. As Kayla says, I'm a buzzard. I've been working today. I know all of y'all know Kayla Friday. I'm with her. I cannot work in good clothes and makeup and look good. If I'm working outside especially, I have old clothes on and no makeup. Another piece we got on eBay. And more of the sand toys and Jim Shore. And more of the sand pails. I told you it wouldn't take long to do this room. On the door, I added that wonderful mask that came from Walmart. I can't remember if that was last year or year before last. Haggart's Emporium open. I love these dolls, the pumpkin head ones. Those came from TJ Maxx quite a few years ago. And this cat one, I can't remember where it came from. And right here, there's that little cabinet. John painted it white and left the door the natural color to show up the wire. And that is one of our vintage paper mache pumpkins inside it. And a cute little boo print. This witch's jar, that came from a yard sale. This Happy Halloween wool mat, that was also a yard sale. Love this little sign because it looks vintage. And these little things I got online years and years ago from this lady that made such pretty things. And it was before Etsy, so it's been a long time. And there is the vintage Mellow Mint tin. I kept my crown out and I just put a few treasures in the 2-tier tray. And there's that sign that has something on both sides. This quilt came from a yard sale years ago. It was at an apartment building, and the tenants had their sale in the tennis court. And I think I paid $10 for that, but I just love it. It's got so many cute things on it. And over here is my favorite place to decorate down here in the craft room. Those cubby holes that we got at the yard sale, those have just been wonderful. And there's that light up sign from Kirkland's. And these oak spice drawers and stacks of old books and the shoe forms. And I put an eyeball in the flower on top of the spindle. And I have the little garland with the hands and bones on it. I'll try to show all of it and then I'll get closer. There's the skull with the crow. And on here I've used several of the butterflies that came from Michael's. And I love that golden spider web. It's actually copper color, but it looks gold in the camera with a spider on it. And back there's a mirror I got at a yard sale. And I put one of those Dollar Tree hands in that little compote. And you know I've got to have an eyeball. And back there is a vintage copy of Edgar Allan Poe, the Raven edition. Another one of those spider webs. And the eyeballs in a skeleton hand. And I put moss in most of these cubby holes. And of course that butterfly is in one of my vintage flower frogs. And there's one of the little books I made several years ago. Some old keys and the skeleton hands. And this crow looks real. I have several of those. And I don't remember where they came from. Maybe Michael's. And here's the woodland witch that came from Tuesday Morning several years ago. And I put a butterfly on her hand. She's gorgeous. Okay, and here I used one of those little vanity trays that we got. Remember the sale we got quite a few of them at? And there's the mortar and pestle, and I put an old brush and scissors in there. And this is a vintage sugar shaker, and I filled it full of bones because the top is kind of coppery looking, and it just looked great with the bones in it. This is another vintage book with Vera the Medium. And these owl candle holders, I've had those for years and years. I don't even remember where they came from. I've had them so long. And the clock face and another one of those spider webs. This little pumpkin head girl doll who is just dressed adorable. That came from a yard sale years ago. It's Halloween night. The moon is bright. The witches take flight. Oh, what a fright. And there's the applique witch. And lots of vintage bottles with little hands. Here's a bigger one of those owls. And there's those two wonderful claw feet with the glass balls in them. I laid that there because I thought they looked creepy and fit in. Another one of those spider webs. And in my crown, I just put a hand and hung the wicked beads off of them. And up here, I put one of those skeletons with the rose flower in her head. More of the wonderful old bottles. And up there, those are the spooky keys that we did one year. John made those copper rings for me, and I put keys on them and gave them to a lot of friends. More wonderful old bottles. The ones with the labels are some that I did. Love this sign. It came from AC Moore. And I think that one is wonderful too. And this is the little child's cupboard that came from England. It has vintage and new pieces in it. There's a cute ghost. And there's broom parking. And down here is that wonderful handmade broom that the lady said her grandmother made. And I thought it was perfect for the witches. That's another one of those prints that we got from Merrifield that we still haven't found the perfect frame for yet. I think that's precious. Another one of our beautiful witches. And a cute little tree and a witch hanging over there behind her. And there's the fancy pumpkin lady. And this is the witch we got at a yard sale years ago. Lots of the vintage pictures that I embellished and made them kind of spooky. And this is the Wizard of Oz tree. I think that table runner is super cute. Down in there are Halloween plates in both sides. I'm trying to get over here where you can see them. More of the Wizard of Oz things. And this is the vintage piece of Judy Garland and Toto. That's one of those pin backs. We've had that for years. That came out of a box of junk. And that great jar with the skulls and hands and a moss. Wizard of Oz pieces, which are Ray Dunn. That's a Jim Shore one. Back there's that great Wizard of Oz record that we got at a sale, state sale. I think that was last year, I believe. That's one of the vintage pumpkins, and that's one of the talcs that we got at that yard sale last year. There's that wonderful old wooden purse. A vintage necklace, owl necklace on the bust. Skeleton garland in the window. And this cute pumpkin guy with all his frills. And the cat's turned around. Here's the cat. He's probably going to turn back around. And here's that elf that we got at the yard sale. Another beautiful Halloween tree. All the glass ornaments on this also came from that yard sale where we got the glass ornaments and all the witches in the family room. Some really cute ones. That cat came from Michael's several years ago, and this wool mat came from a yard sale. Love this embossed cat. AC Moore. Our friend Vicky got us that cute pumpkin. Another eyeball and a flower. Just some various things in here. Plates I've had for a long time. They're all in with my sewing notions. Bunch of clock faces. And of course up there is the Santa Claus lamp and the Santa Claus doll that John got me quite a few years ago. This is my desk, and of course, as usual, it's a lot of stuff around it and on it because I have a lot of things going right now. Y'all know how it is. There's my mama on the left in a red sweater and my grandmother on the right. Look at that snazzy hat. A lot of vintage bottles. And the card on the right was from our daughter. And then this is a vintage Halloween card. That's a reproduction one. Got a witch hat on her. And this Billy Jacobs came from a yard sale. Another one of the boo signs John made. Nothing Halloween up there. Have a few skulls and little pumpkins. And the Boo Eek with the Scrabble letters. And there's the pumpkin I painted years ago. Another little tree, and I put some of those butterflies on it. The cat is a vintage piece. The witch over here is also a vintage piece. I got this boo at a yard sale, that boo light. That's another one of the prints that we need a frame for. I love that embossed cat though. And there's the baby parts that our friend Janet got us years ago. And some old seed packs, and this cute trick-or-treat light did come from a yard sale. And I forgot to light the witch hat up. But there's the rest of the Wizard of Oz mugs. And just some cute little Halloween things here and there. More bottles. And just a few things here. That's a new tin, but since it was orange, I kept it and I put it out with the Halloween. All right, this is all of the craft room tour and the hall and the bathroom. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'm sorry that this is so long, but there's a lot to see between the hall and the bathroom in here. We appreciate each one of y'all, and I love y'all. All your sweet comments y'all made on all of our tours. Thank you so much. I still have the bedrooms to do, and I'll get to them as soon as I can. Love and blessings to y'all from me and John and baby boy. Till the next time. Bye-bye.